And now, the Hit 20 with Scott Fox.
I'm Scott Fox, and we are really excited because we've got a special guest joining us in studio. He literally just landed. It's Hardwell joining us in studio. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, man?
I'm good. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you, man. My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
You're in town for the Solaris Winter Music Festival.
Yes.
And we're going to talk lots about that. But first, how was your Christmas?
My Christmas was great, actually. I spent my Christmas with my family at home and at my parents' house. So, yeah, it's always great to, spend the time with your family.
So when you say you spent it with your family, what, you went over to mom and dad's house?
Exactly, yeah.
Isn't that incredible that one of the best DJs or the greatest DJs in the world still goes home to see mom and dad on Christmas? I love that. You seem very down to earth and very grounded.
Thank you. Yeah, well, I think I always do that, I always take my time off with Christmas. I'm always constantly on the road during the year, so... Well, Christmas is always that special moment that you have to share with your parents.
Do your parents understand how famous you are, or are you just their son?
Well, with Christmas, I'm just their son, 100%.
Did you get anything cool for Christmas? Did you give anything cool for Christmas?
Well, actually, we didn't do any presents this year. We just had a great dinner, and that was it.
So, right after Christmas dinner at mom and dad's house, bam, jump on a plane, direct flight, Amsterdam to Toronto.
Exactly, yeah, that's how it went.
Are you tired? You're tired, aren't you?
A little bit.
Yeah, I can imagine.
A little jet lag, though. It's always that time difference that really, it's the toughest part.
How was your 2015? The highlight of the year for you?
Ooh, I had so many highlights. I have to say, in January this year, I released my first debut album. That was definitely the highlight. Even it was the beginning of the year. I did amazing shows with the I Am Hardwell World Tour. Over 100,000 people with the show in India, 40,000 in Germany. Every single show was sold out. So yeah, I had really an amazing year.
Can you put your finger on one show in particular? I mean, we've got people that listen from all around the world to Z1035. So there could be people listening in Sao Paulo or in Munich or wherever. Where was your favorite place to perform this year?
Ooh, that's a hard one.
Go ahead and you can name drop a city.
It's a hard one. I would say definitely Mumbai, India, 3 weeks ago.
Really?
It's the biggest show I've done ever. It was all for a good cause, for the education of the youth in India. Over 100,000 people with my own concert. That was by far, I guess, the best show this year.
That's incredible. So tonight you're doing the Solaris Winter Music Festival, Intercare Center. What do you like to do in, say, like the 2 hours before the show and then an hour before the show, before you go on stage? Do you like to get pumped up or do you just like to chill before you go on?
No, I definitely like to get pumped up. My buddy Kill the Boss is opening tonight, so I'm going to support him since the very first beginning. I'm going to be there at the festival the whole night and just chill there, have a couple of beers, have some fun,
You do like to have a couple of beers when you DJ?
Of course. Yeah.
I love to have a couple of beers when I'm DJing, so I'm glad to know that you do too. Who knew? I could have been pro. No, it couldn't be. How long are you going to be on tonight?
Hour and a half, 90 minutes. Yes.
Is that a long show for you or a short show for you?
For a festival, it's like a normal set time. Only with my I Am Hardwell concert, I only play for 3 hours. So I like to play longer on the festival.
So when you do a show like this, where it's a little shorter, 90 minutes, you only have so much time to jam in all that you want to jam in. How do you decide what makes the cut for the show tonight and what gets cut out of the show?
90% of the time, I just do it just on stage. I just gonna decide what I'm gonna play and what not.
Okay. You could just play every song faster. Twice the speed? Oh, that'd be ridiculous. If you're just tuning in, Hardwell is joining us live in studio. Do you prefer to be in the studio or do you prefer to be out on stage performing?
Ooh, I think that's the hardest question, I think it goes hand in hand, As a DJ, you always need that new music to play out in your set. And as a producer, I get a lot of inspiration during my DJ set. So, I need both of them to actually make good music and play good DJ sets.
How do you decide what is going to make your DJ set? I mean, do you hear the new songs on the radio? Do you go online to find them? Do people send them to you?
Well, a lot of music has been sent directly to me on my email, while radio stations, the internet. I'm just checking everything on daily basis.
Okay. There's a lot of DJs in this city, in particular. So many people that would love to be in the position you're in. Best advice. How do they get to be at the level Hardwell is at right now?
I think it's just a lot of hard work and dedication, I'm not like a super talented or special guy. I'm just a guy who's really focused on my music. And I started producing at the age of 12 and actually did that. I never stopped doing that. So it's just like a long journey of continuous music making.
How much have you evolved? Like when you go back and listen to some of your earlier stuff that you produced versus the stuff you're putting out now, do you go back and listen to that older stuff and think, Oh, I don't like that anymore.
Yeah, that sounds like shit.
Really?
Yeah. Well, not like shit, but you know, you evolve so much every single day when you spend every day in the studio. You know, even like the plugins, you know, everything is sounding so much better right now than like, let's say 10 years ago. And there's so many great tutorials to, you know, learn about sound design and everything. So yeah, I think I evolved a lot, and even more technically, you know, just everything evolved.
I have a Twitter question.
Okay.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Yes, and she's right there.
Is that her? Oh, wow. You got a hot girlfriend, dude.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I was thinking out loud again. No, that's good. Where do you guys go from here now? After Toronto, after you do the show tonight at the Solaris Music Festival, where do you go after this?
Tomorrow we're flying out to Vancouver to do a show over there. Then I'm flying to America for a week, actually, do shows there. Denver, Colorado, LA, Vegas. Then off to South America. So yeah, it's going to be a rough tour.
See, when I'm going to go somewhere, first thing I do is I check the weather, and then I figure out how I'm going to pack. You're going to be in like 8 different climates over the next 2.5 weeks. How do you even plan for that?
Well, my suitcase is so big this time, just because of all the climate. You know, I had to bring jackets, I had to bring shorts, everything. So yeah.
Do you have a message for the people that are going to Solaris tonight? Anything you want them to know before you walk out on stage?
Well, everybody at Solaris tonight. Hardwell is here, closing down the festival tonight. I'm really excited. Really happy to finally playing in Toronto, because last time I was here it was cancelled. So yeah, I have to make something up to you guys, and I'm definitely ready to do that. So I hope you guys are ready to party. I
really love that you dropped by Z1035 first. Thank you very much, Hardwell. Have a great show tonight, and best wishes for 2016. It looks like it's going to be a phenomenal year for you.
You too, man. Thank you.